I've created for myself a little village in my house and I'm absolutely enjoying it. Today in my little village, I am smoking some fish and turkey. So I begin by washing my fish. This is the second wash, and I'm washing it with some lemon juice. Now, washing it with lemon, it makes your fish smell so good. It takes away the strong, you know, pungent smell that is associated with fish. And then even if you feel it in your hands, it's just so fresh. Once that is done, I'll just go ahead and sprinkle some salt and wash the fish nicely in the salt water. That is all I need to smoke my fish, just salt. So once that is done, this particular fish that I'm using, it has a long mouth. So once I insert the tail of the fish to the mouth of it effortlessly, you don't need any attachment. But for this particular one, which I think is spanla, you need to reinforce it by putting the tail of the fish in between the mouth of the fish, and then you use a toothpick or anything that can pass through it, and then pass it through the upper lip, okay, over the tail of the fish, and then down to the lower lip. Okay, as easy as that. You have it this way. Now let's try again. If you open the mouth of the fish, you can see my hand through it, the transparent part. So you locate where you would want to put the toothpick, you pick the tail, pass it in between the lips, so in between the upper and lower lips. Once you get there, pass the skewer through the upper and then to the lower one. You can reinforce it. There are some that even use two toothpicks because one was just not enough. I'll be doing the same for the turkey. The turkey too, I'll wash it with some lemon juice. And as I said, not only does it make it fresh, it just gives it this flavor as well that sometimes I could taste when I leave it in the water for some time. Okay, so I'll go ahead, wash it nicely, and then I'll change the water. Once I change the water, I'll use salt. So just salt for this recipe as well, because I am smoking this. I am not grilling this, just smoking it. So I'll line them up in my colander just like I did for the first one, for all the water to drain out. So while that was happening, I just went to my backyard and gathered some of this wood from the trees that we have. Anytime we cut them, I don't discard them. I keep them for purposes like this. So I come ahead and then get this gadget. This gadget, I took it from my auntie's house. I went to her house, I saw it, and I've hijacked it. And actually, we want to start a business like this. So if you're interested, just let me know. Start commenting, put it there, and let's see how we can start supplying it to you because it's just nice to use. So it has a cover. I'll cover this nicely, and then under that low heat there, it will just do all the work for you. Okay, so you don't have to worry about flies or anything, and you need to do this outside. Oh, you have to do this outside. You can't do this indoors, and that is what I love about this, because you're doing it out there. There's not going to be a strong smell or anything. So after some time, I'll just go ahead and turn this. When I was turning the fish with this device, I was struggling a bit, so I went ahead and turned all the turkey. And because the fire between where the fire is and where the fish is quite a distance, so there was no it wasn't that hot, so I was able to go in with my hands. Okay, so after that, I'll just cover it, stir the fire up a bit, and then just leave it. I'll leave this until the fire itself goes off, because this is not strong at all. If you need more fire, you can add your charcoal. You can use charcoal to do this. You don't need to use wood, but then because I had it around, I was able to use that and see all that smokiness. Yes, this is authentic smoked fish and turkey, and it was so easy to do. I did everything outside. So at this point, it was ready, and then I'll just let it cool down. after which I'll pack it. If you want to keep it in your freezer, you can keep it in your freezer. If you are using it the next day like I'll be doing, you can leave it there or keep it in your fridge, especially if you don't want a strong fishy smell in your kitchen. And this is our smoked turkey. Stay tuned and see how I use this to prepare an amazing soup. Thank you so much for joining me in my little village, and I'll see you again in another video. Stay safe and stay blessed. Bye.